With 2.4 just on the horizon, only 6 days away, there's a few things we need to think about. As a free-to-play, one of the most pressing ones is, will I be summoning in this new... Will I be summoning on any of these banners? Well, let's see. First off, we've got Eula and Albedo as our reruns. Now, personally, I've decided I will be summoning for my first C1 limited character, and that is C1 Eula. Because my Eula is very good, but I can't seem to max out her ult, because things die too quickly. She's literally too strong. Even with only 1800 attack, like look, this one isn't even that great. Let's swap it. But even with only 1800 attack, and only 43% crit rate, she does absurd amounts of damage, pretty reliably. Her ultimate is extremely strong. It has around 4000% scaling at max, which is what I really want to get. Now, her C1, what this does is, when she does, look, I would love to get, what is it? But I would love to get this. This C1 will help me so much more. And I would also like C2, but that's not going to be happening. Her C4 is also incredibly strong, and then her C6 makes it so that she fills her ult extremely quickly. I will be summoning for her C1, because this will make it so that I don't need to fill my ult to get really high damage potential. Now, I may also summon for the Song of Broken Pines. I'm currently using the R5 Snow Tomb Star Silver, and it's quite good on her, but obviously Song of Broken Pines is much better. Now my Eula specifically struggles a little bit with crit rate, so, you know, give and take, give and take. She ascends crit damage, so that's really nice. And if you don't have a Eula, and you are looking for a physical DPS, Razor's great, but Eula's a whole lot better. And she's getting a rerun here. And I don't know what 4 stars are on her banner. Maybe you'll even see a Bennett who's really strong with her as long as he's not C6. Fischl's amazing with Eula because you get Super Conduct. Let's see, what other 4 stars are great with her? Well, Bennett and Fischl are probably the best supports for her. No, if you can get a C6 Rosaria, I'd say that's actually Eula's best support in the game. Just in my personal opinion. Because Rosaria lowers their physical resistance and grants crit rate at C6, which is really helpful. Because when you hit this hard, and you ascend crit damage already, you don't need that much. Look, see? Bang. Look, this is without Superconduct. This is without any physical resistance drops. And then if we go ahead and shield jump... Oh. Well. Alright then. Is that the end of it? Well, that was quite quick. Alright, yeah, so there's more enemies now. But anyway, so we'll just go ahead and do this. We will then E-Fischl. Oop. Alright. Let's see. Well, now we're not critting. 13k auto. 10k auto. Superconduct. 14k auto. Now, this is not optimal at all. Okay? This is without Bennett. And this is without... this is without Bennett, with Superconduct, and with Zhongli's shield. Without her E-skill. Her E-skill reduces enemies' physical resistance if you do it when it has 2 stacks, and it does a massive burst of physical damage. Now, we haven't talked about the best part of Eula yet, and that is Eula's ultimate. Well, we have a little bit. I haven't demonstrated it. Let me see, what are my other commissions? You know what, we are going to go ahead and... I need this anyways, because... Also, I plan to crown my Eula's ult if I get her C1, and it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Now, we're gonna fight this because Leyline doubles at the moment, and I don't even know what enemies this one has. It's very possible that these are ruin enemies, which have, I believe, a 60% physical resistance. Let's see. Aha, they're not. Alright then. These things should just die real quick then. Alright, so we ult there, E skill official, then E, ult, and then E, and then we're just gonna, okay, well that's one dead, and then we'll swap off Eula. Look, barely charged ult, 60k, no crit. Alright. And she doesn't even do that bad cryo. Like, her E skill scales super hard. I'm just constantly in shock at how good this character is. There we go. And her ult has a really high energy cost, but it's not hard to fill because she makes tons of particles. And let's see, I believe this one should be for Tui, because all the ones near the water seem to be. Oh, never mind, it might not be. It's not actually on the coast. So, let's see. Not to mention, because she is a physical DPS, she actually does decent damage through all types of shields, and as a claymore, she does decent damage to all types of shields with her normal attacks. This one is ruin enemies. Alright. Oh wait, we don't have Zhongli ult. I thought we did. Alright then. Okay, let's do this. And then Eula E. Bonk. Look at this. They have 60% physical resistance, by the way. Alright. He was just invisible for that. Fun. Okay. Shield. Bennett. E. 2. Okay, no official. Alright. Let's look at this. These things have 60% physical resistance. With barely any physical resistance shred, she's doing so much damage on autos that it doesn't even matter. This is a C0 free-to-play level 90 Eula with talent levels 888. Her artifacts are not even that good. Like, I have a few good ones, and a few that are just meh. Her supports are well built, but they're nothing absurd, and they're not out-damaging her, which is a problem that a lot of free-to-plays will see when they're trying to show off one character. Their supports that they use to make that happen will actually outshine it. So like Zhongli, a lot of times when I'm trying to show off a character, but I use Zhongli to make it safer, to actually like set up my team, then Zhongli's Meteor, which freezes things, makes it so much easier to do. But it'll do more damage than the character I'm trying to showcase, which is not exactly the best for showcasing. Now, Eula, with her 4-piece Pale Flame, her Goblet that rolled 65 EM as a physical DPS, her pretty good hat, amazing timepiece. This feather is pretty good, but she doesn't have a whole lot of crit rate. You see, look, these could be better. They're good, they're not amazing. All of her artifacts could be better. And she's using a weapon that everybody can get. The Snow Tune Star Silver is craftable. I mean, sure, it's really annoying to craft because it's one of the Dragonspine ones, so you have to go collect a ton of Star Silver, and that's a bit of a pain. Or these ones are not for Tui. Alright, so yeah, you see, let's see. Zhongli Meteor, 35k. Eula. Same amount of time. Bang. Like, even when she's not critting, she's still doing 4k base damage on her autos without any buffs here except the shield buff. And by the way, my Zhongli is not on 4-piece Tenacity. He's not giving her the attack buff from Tenacity. It's just the shield shred from Zhongli's shield, which I cannot not have if I'm using Zhongli. Here we go, let's just do this. And then we will hold her E skill real quick. Let's see if that killed everything. It does not. Oop. Oh, look at this. These ones aren't even part of it. Here, let's see if they die. 43k. Did not crit. No Bennett. No Superconduct. No Fizz Shred. No Shield. Uncharged. Or barely charged. Like, I have 160% crit damage. There we go. This character is amazing, and I would suggest pretty much anybody who's free to play, if you really need a physical DPS, or you really want one, Eula's very good. She's very fun too, because while a lot of claymores suffer from cooldowns, like Xinyan, she's pretty fun and she's a cool character. But first off, her shield gives you the buff, and it's not very strong. So you're not going to be... You have to keep dodging to keep your buff up. Second off, her cooldown is miserable. Eula, 4 seconds. On hold, 10 seconds. And her attacks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's as fast as you can attack without any buffs. Now, if you get the Song of Broken Pines, your Eula will attack much faster than that. If you use 2 Animo, you will attack faster. If you use Diona's Shield, you will attack faster. There are tons of things you can do to make yourself attack a bit faster, and it's not even that difficult to do. Honestly, this character is absurd. Not like Ganyu levels of absurd. That's only because she's a physical DPS, and therefore she can't get reactions on her damage. But she still gets Superconduct. A lot of people don't know this, but Superconduct scaling is absurd. Superconduct does 40% physical res drop. Eula on a charged E does another 23%. At level 8, I believe. Let me check that. I believe it's only 23 and not 46, because I don't think it's per stack. Alright, stacks up to 2. These stacks only gain once every, oh no, every 0.3 seconds. Okay, wielding her sword, she consumes all stacks. Then if Grimheart stacks are consumed, surrounding opponents will have their physical and cryo res decreased. Each stack, okay, if stacks are consumed, that's any. Will be converted. Okay, each consumed stack will be converted into an Ice Whale brand that deals cryo damage to nearby opponents. Those are the swords you see coming out of the sky. And when you use 2 of them, it will do 50% of her ult damage, which is absurd. And then you've got defense bonus of 30% per stack, so you can get 60% increased defense easily. Physical and cryo res decreased by 23%. And after you ult, you get a stack of Grimheart and your cooldown is reset. So a nice little thing you can do is just tap E skill, ult, hold E skill, and you'll consume 2 stacks, and you'll get your defense bonus, you'll get your interruptibility, your hard to interrupt bonus, you'll get your damage bonus, you'll get your the res decreased, you'll get so much. Not to mention, she doubles your talent materials. And, fun, very fun, she uses these. These are easy to get, everybody has a billion. And these are Azdaha mats, which is a little bit rough. Yeah, I know. Okay, Azdaha's a bit rough. Everybody struggled with Azdaha, unless they have Zhongli. But that's the nice thing about physical DPS. She also just murders bosses, because she doesn't care about what element they are. Now, my Eula, you guys saw my HP stats. I didn't roll into that much HP, and yet, I have so much HP. Her base HP is honestly really high. And that's a good thing. Because, like, you're not losing anything from it. You're only gaining. Her base attack is a little bit lower than I would want. But that's okay. When she has when she has such good scaling, she doesn't need super high base attack. You can compensate for that with a better weapon. Pretty much any 5-star claymore would be great on her. Maybe not the Unforged so much. But if you have a shield that you use with her, then yeah, that'd be pretty good. Like, you could use a C1 Beto, and that would work just fine. Now, I would, if you don't have any energy recharge substats, or an Animo character that you have built, or a Raiden, because, by the way, Raiden is even better for her than Fischl, then I would actually suggest that you don't use this team. I would suggest you make sure you use another cryo. Almost all the cryo characters in this game have pretty good energy creation. So, just because her ult is so strong, you want to be able to use that as soon as you can. Well, I'm not using it here because it's just a mirror maiden, and it's already at half health. I'll just do this and it'll die. Alright, there we go. See, this character is really strong. She's easy to play. She's fun. I mean, Razor's also fun, but like, that's mostly because of the sheer adrenaline of having heavy attacks that go that fast, like after his ult. But oh, it's a bit rough when you're not in the midst of his ult. Interesting enough, she suffers when she's trying to collect wood from trees in Inazuma, because for some reason her hitboxes don't work on trees in Inazuma specifically. But it works really great elsewhere, especially with her charge attack, actually, because her and Diluc and Beto all have this charge attack, which is great on other trees, like in Mondstadt, especially. If you ever need pinewood for your teapot, because there's a lot of things that use pinewood, then Eula or Diluc or Beto, if you don't have either of those two. Okay, what? Where do you want me to go? Is it over here? Yeah, alright. Here we go. We're gonna grab this. Here we go. And where are we going? Come on. Alright. Oh, time gained after each kill. Okay, it's one of those ones, right? So now we wait for the enemies to actually spawn. Alright, hello? Alright. So, sorry that I'm lagging a little bit. Okay, so that one's already dead. And that one's dead too. And that one. There we go. Take this. Keep going. Further. Even further beyond. Like, she isn't only good in bosses, she isn't only good in domains. Like, there are a lot of characters that struggle in the overworld, but are really good in domains. But Eula is just good everywhere. And that's, once again, partially thanks to being a physical DPS. Honestly, it's really nice that she can just hurt everything. She does not have to worry about it. And being a Claymore, she can also break the Geo shields. And because Geo is the one thing that a lot of physical DPS would struggle against. But not Eula, because she's a Claymore, so she just gets to break all the Geo stuff. Just instantly. For free. Like, oh no, look. It's a cryo enemy. I can't use my E skill. Whatever will I do? It's dead. Bruh. Bruh, I killed them. Come on. Here we go. What? It's dead. It's literally dead. Thank you. There we go. There we go. And here we go. Yeah, she just works. The next commission is it one of the talking ones? Wait, there it is. Oh, easy. Thundering Wilds. I need an animo character for this one. That's the thing. Eula also doesn't care that much about her team comp, because she does have a high HP pool, so you can go a little bit more damage focused. And she's got that defense bonus, so once again, you can go more damage focused. She's got that resistance to interruption, so once again, you can go more damage focused. She just does not care. You get to do whatever you want. And it works. It will work every time. Every single time. She will also outdamage probably, if you're free to play, I would bet that she would outdamage most of your characters with little effort. You only have to farm Pale Flame, which, by the way, one of the easiest domains in the game. No joke. It's kind of sad. It's just adult Geovashafts. It's so easy. And once you get her on 4-piece Pale Flame, especially with her 4-second cooldown on her E skill, she will get that Pale Flame 4-piece so quickly. Alright, oh, these things are not up here, are they? Because I do not see them. Okay, that means that they're down some. What? No, that's not what I wanted to fight. I'll come back for you, maybe. Alright. Yeah, Eula is incredibly strong. I don't know if I've made a video on Eula specifically. I don't remember. But if I haven't, I should have. I will check that, and I will make a video detailing Eula builds, Eula teams, and Eula damage capability. So, like, in comparison to all these other characters. Because, let's see, Albedo. Right, we should talk about the other characters coming up, not just a rant about how much I love Eula. Let's go with Albedo. Now, Albedo is a fantastic support. And he does not generate his own shield. In fact, he is one of 2 Geo characters that, I believe, let me check. I believe that he is one of 2 Geo characters who does not generate their own shield. Because Zhongli does, and, oh no, 3, Traveler. Alright, never mind. That's not too bad then. Because Ningguang does not either. So, and Arataki Ito won't. However, Albedo's ult is quite strong. His E skill gives you extra hits of damage. It lets you crystallize a lot, which means you will be getting pretty much constant shielding. And, he scales off your defense, which means all those useless artifacts you've been getting are not so useless anymore. However, compared to Eula, he's not that good. Now, he's also a cool character. If you want to roll for Albedo, because Albedo is awesome, that's completely fair. He's also really fun. However, the elevator can be a little bit annoying when exploring sometimes. And especially in Spiral Abyss, but if you have Zhongli, then Albedo might be a must roll if you actually use Zhongli on your main team, because he enables so much shenanigans with Zhongli's Pillar Resonance. Now, let's see, what would be a good thing to fight with Eula? You know what, I will demonstrate Eula in this Pale Flame domain. That's not the Pale Flame domain. Also, by the way, using Eula in the domain I did teleport to is really fun, because you get a 75% physical damage bonus in this domain. It's really impressive, honestly. And I've done the math for it in the past with a worse Eula build. And even I, at C0, with a pretty good team and a little bit of food in that domain, I could hit 1.5 million on my ult. In theory. The reason it's only theoretical is because no matter how many times I try, it wouldn't be possible. Because everything dies too fast. You see, in order to do that, you need to get her ult up to 30 stacks. That means you have to hit things 30 times. But if your ult's going to be doing 1.5 million damage with my build, then that means that your auto is going to be doing 70,000 damage. And nothing is going to live 30 of those. Especially with their physical res decreased. Now look, we don't even have Zhongli in here right now. No shields. Look, Ma, no shield. Alright, now let's see if we can get Bennett. Alright, we just want the Bennett ult. There we go. So we will ult Bennett, ult Fischl, go to Eula, E skill, ult, hold E. See, look at that resistance to interruption. Look at that. It's absurd. Okay, then we'll swap. Look, these things have insane amounts of physical resist. Did you see that? 150k. My Eula has hit 300k in the past on a slime. I don't know exactly what my highest damage ever dealt is. I do know that it was with Eula. My Tartaglia is really strong, but my Eula's just that much better. That's the thing. It's not even just my Eula. Now. Oh. 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 Yeah. Not to mention, this set, this domain, not only does it give Pale Flame, which is absolutely an absurd set, it gives Tenacity, which is so good on Zhongli. And just about anybody who makes shields, I'm currently using 2-piece Tenacity and 2-piece of the, I'm using 2-piece Tenacity and I'm using 2-piece shield strength set. Now, I want to swap over to 4-piece Tenacity soon, because I think it's much, much better. But I just have really good 2-piece shield set. So I'll have to farm for that some other time. Not in this video. Now, Eula's... I don't have an albedo myself, so I can't show that, unfortunately. I don't have Arataki Ito, obviously. He looks fun, though, and I will make a video talking about him when he comes out. But, you know. However, one thing I can demonstrate is the capability of the Geocomp. Now, let us simply go with Zhongli, Traveler. And I don't really have that many Geo characters, because most of them are limited 5 stars. Like, I have Ningguang, she's only level 21. Let's go with a Bennett, and we'll throw an official for a Circle of Doom. Here we go. Now, builds on this. This is my HP Zhongli build. Also, what? Oh, awesome! Let's go! Yeah, so, my HP Zhongli build is 55, almost 56,000 HP. His shield's absurd. Using Black Tassel right now. Now, if I want to do more damage, here's the thing. He scaled on his HP for damage too, so the thing is that I don't have really a better weapon for him for this comp. So we're going to continue using this. Now this is an HP goblet. It turned out exceptionally well. We are going to be going with, instead of that, it's one Geo Goblet. Where's the other Geo Goblet? I swear I have 2. Yeah, there, okay. Yeah, we'll just be going with this one. And we'll be putting Traveler on the Cryo one. Now, we then go ahead and we keep this one, although I might want to go to an attack one instead for this. This one has a lot of crit rate. Now, I don't have very many Geoset pieces, honestly. Just, I personally do not. And if I want him to have... So I want both my Traveler and my Zhongli to have at least 2-piece Geo. And, unfortunately, that's not easy for me to do. So now, I'll just put him on this one for now, which is unfortunate. Because that one's not very good. It's also an HP. So, you see, my Zhongli build is HP based. That's clear. It's very clear. Now, he still has 50,000 HP. He has more crit rate, he has less crit damage. And he's got a lot of Geo damage now. So, his talents are only level 477. Travelers, 599. We swap this, and then we go to that to give Traveler that more damage here. Okay, artifacts, swap this up. Now, for the time being, just because I want to demonstrate the full power of this team, because I don't actually have the capability of doing so well. Like, I, as a player, do not with my account. So, we'll be going with this build. Still, terrible crit damage, and decent crit rate at best. You'll notice that about this. You'll notice that these builds do not have good crit rate or crit damage. My official build, it's pretty standard. C5 talents like so. It's, you know. Now, These guys resist Geo, and you can't really do this on bosses because if you try to place a geostructure on them, it will not work. The geostructure will just break. Therefore, no, you know what? Because if you have Zhongli, you're going to need tenacity anyways. Now here's the thing. With Albedo, you're going to be doing way more Geo than this team does. Albedo would replace Fischl instantly. Because you're not getting that much off of Fischl here. Like, she's good. She just gives you that little bit of extra damage, lets you crystallize some more. And it's honestly probably better to run a main DPS here instead of Fischl. But, okay, so we're going to do this. Place the pillar like so. Alright, now, watch. We've got, okay, Fischl, E, Bennett, E, Bennett, ult, Zhongli, ult, Zhongli, tap E, Traveler, Q, Traveler, E. Look, these guys resist Geo. Look at this. Place another pillar. Okay? If you get C1 Zhongli, you get even more pillars. We can go ahead and ult here. Okay, we go ahead and drop a rock. Get some crystallize. Yeah, let's go. We drop another pillar. Get some more crystallize. We go ahead and do Bennett E. Get some more crystallize. Let's drop another pillar. Let's drop a Traveler ult. Let's drop another rock. Let's drop another Bennett ult. Let's E. Let's E. Let's go to Zhongli. Let's ult. Let's E. Let's Traveler. E. Look at that. Look at that. Honestly, just wow. And once you get Albedo, you do so much more Geo damage here. Once you have good Geo damage stuff as well, like if you get some attack stuff on ooh, wait. No, not quite. If you can get some good Geo damage stuff on your Zhongli, then you can do so much more damage than this. So easily. And I'm currently actually also using him on tenacity here because I don't have a better two-piece here, I don't think. Now, I suppose that I could just stack his attack, but his base attack is really low and he's using the black tassel. Now, if only there was a festering desire for polearms, that would be very good for him. Now, unfortunately, there is not. There is not a great free-to-play polearm for this build either. Black Tassel works fine, though. Your HP will get buffed, and if you look at his talents here, you see? 2% of his max HP. That means it's 500 times 2, an additional 1,000 damage. Because why not? That's when he doesn't crit. Now, if you can get some actually good crit rate, crit damage on him, like let's see. This one has a lot of crit rate, but what if we were to swap him over to some crit damage? Alright, let's go ahead and give him some this. Let's give him some more energy recharge, I guess. Why not? Alright. Look, this is going to be with no set bonuses. Just be getting him some more crit damage here. See? See this? And then we'll just be going with a there. Look, now, I don't think we have much crit rate. No, never mind. We still have 40% crit rate, because why not? And, look, we have more attack, we have much less HP. Now let's see how this does. Let's see how much more damage Zhongli does now. Okay? Let's see if he does any more. Because Zhongli's buff from his HP is sufficient enough that I am pretty sure you can just do like whatever you want. You can build him however, it'll work. Look, now, I believe we've got 4 pieces. Okay, look, you see, he's actually doing less damage off his Stone Stellar Resonance than he was before. And, like, you can just build him on HP, get your shields, and then do your, as long if you have better substats than I do, like, for damaging, then you'll do so much. It's And look, remember, these guys actually resist Geo, and that was a 50k ult. Because also the the 2 Geos on your team bonus is probably the best one, honestly. Maybe besides Cryo, because Cryo is also quite good. Except that they have to be affected by Cryo for that to work. So, you know, give and take. Except more give. Much more give. And look, we're not even getting our, like, look, I could actually shield here. Now, the reason that I don't usually do that on this team is because, then I don't get my, look at that, this guy resists Geo, and Traveler does actually so much damage. 10k no crit rock. And if you have Albedo, every single one of those Stone Stele Resonance hits will do an additional instance of Geo damage based on Albedo's defense. This team is honestly just absurd. Oh. 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 That's unfortunate. Anyways. For Arataki Ito, I don't know. I don't know how he's going to end up working. For Goro, Goro can also go on this team, replacing Bennett. Although, then you would not have a healer, because there is no... Well, there is a Geo healer, it's Noelle. But she has to stay on the field. And the thing about this team is that your characters don't stay on the field for very long. They kind of just swap in, swap out, and do their thing, then stop doing their thing. Yeah, you know? So, like, let's just do official here, then, yeah, just 12k like that, 13k like that. We'll drop that, we'll drop the ult, like so. We'll come over here, we'll E, we'll Q, you know, get that damage, then we'll just ult, and then we'll E, then we just E, get these Stone Steles through his shield. By the way, look at all this Crystallize. Look at all this Crystallize. Crystallize has a really good ICD. Look at that. You see how much damage he just takes for no reason? It's so sad you can't do this on bosses. And it doesn't work on the Oceanid either because you can't place Geo structures there. Let's see. What's a really good test? I have another video. I'm going to link it at the end of the video, and at the end of the video, the suggested video will in the bottom left will be the video where I think I had better artifacts at the time. I've gotten rid of a few of them, but because I was actually using this team comp. And it will be a much better demonstration of this team. I want to do one more thing with this team. What should it be? We cannot do a normal boss fight. This guy resists Geo, so we're going to avoid that. Also, I want to save him for the next video I'm recording today. Let's show off practicality in a horde fight. That seems fun. Now, I suppose that it's much more realistic that your Traveler would be using probably not a Skyward Blade, right? That would probably be a Festering Desire, or maybe it's even a Sack Sword so you can do it twice. Do your E-skill twice, because E-skill is so strong. Prototype, here, it's like, it's got a lot of base attacks, not that great though. This one's nice. Favonius Sword is fine. So, but we'll swap him over to Festering Desire for the time being. And we can swap Zhongli over to the... Nah, we're not going to swap Zhongli over to the catch. Alright. Now, I'm going to try to draw attention to the resonance damage. Alright. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this, right? How much damage do we do resonance-wise? Oh my, it actually broke my pillar. Here we go. Ult. 83k ult. And we ult Traveler. Okay. Then we... Okay, well we missed. Oh no. Look at that. Look at that 1200 through its thing. Like, this just does so much damage. And it's so consistent damage. Alright, like, even though I doesn't look like I'm critting much at all, I'm just getting really high base damage. Look, 23k with the Traveler Rock. Yeah, let's just go ahead and wait for a second. And then we'll, oh, she moved. Oh no, now she's just going to go back to taking her 4k resonance. And then we ult. 26k without critting. And then we ult. Bonk, 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 bonk. Okay, well, Fischl can take care of this one because it's annoying. Oh, or not. Right, so the rocks actually block that, so that's annoying. But, and sometimes, if you don't know how to play this team, it will be annoying because these things will get in your way the first few times you try this team. But once you get used to it, it's incredibly fun. Especially when you've got, like, a much smoother rotation. Maybe you have smoother energy recharge on your characters. It's not that hard to get that. Just, this team is so much fun, and I couldn't suggest it more. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here. I'm looking forward to the next patch. Expect a video on C1 Eula, hopefully, please. I'm at like 50 or 60 pity, because I really wanted to get Toma. But that's going to be it from me. See you next time. Bye. Alright.